Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will learn about the working of for loop. So mainly we will discuss about the for opcode. So let's go through the program. So here we are writing the code in fully free format, and for same here I am writing star star free on the very first position on line number 6. And prior to that, these all are the commit line. Okay, so after line number 6, whatever we will write, it is considered as a fully free format. Now below to that, I'm setting some control option, that is no debug IO and SRC STMT. This is mainly for the debugging purpose. And after that, we are declaring one variable that is named as count, and it is of numeric type of size 5. Now from line number 16, we will see how the for loop works. Okay, so what is loop? Loop is something that we use when we want to repeat some operation or some functionality again and again. Okay, so what we do in loop, we set some conditions, and for that condition, the loop will be iterated one by one. Okay, so let's see how it works. So on line number 18, I'm setting count value as 1. So now count is set as 1. So this is how we use the syntax for the for loop. So here you have to just write the firstly the for opcode. So after for opcode, you have to select one variable. On the basis of that, it will iterate. Okay, so here we are using this count variable as that variable. So here for then count equals to 1. So what it means, like it will start the loop from count equals to 1 to 5. So it will start from 1 and it will iterate until or unless the value becomes 5. Okay, and then by 1. What it means, like it will iterate one by one, not like it will firstly start with 1, then it will go increment by 1, then it become 2, then it check it is not greater than 5, so it will again increment by 1, 3, 4, 5. Once it becomes 5, it will directly go for the end for and exit the program. Okay, inside the loop, what we are doing, we are just displaying the value of count. So whatever the count containing contains, it will be displayed to the user. Okay, so let's compile and see the output. So I'm calling it. So firstly it print 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's how the for loop works. To understand it more clearly, let's take this program in debug mode. So here firstly we have to compile it with source. So I'm taking compiling this with source. So after 14, I have take F4, and then I'm setting this debug view as source. Now I'm compiling it, so it is compiled with source. Now we will set this to debug mode, strdbg. My program name is for loop. So if you are not aware of how to take program in debug mode, you can see the previous sessions also. Like in one of the session, I have explained about this, how we can compile or the program with source and debug the program. Okay, so I'm setting the program name and library, and then I'm setting these two options as star yes, that is update production files and OPM SRC. Once this option is set, you have to just hit enter. So mainly we have changed program name, library, and other two options, that is update production file and OPM SRC. So once you hit enter, it will see it will take few minutes, then it will be came inside the debug screen. So this is the debug screen. Here I will set breakpoint on line number 1, br1, then press F10, then we will call this. So I have called this program. Now I will press F10 to proceed one by one. Okay, so here you can check the value by taking F11. So currently it is holding 1. So it will check condition, it is not greater than 5, so it is correct. It means it will go on inside the loop and it print that value. So it will print 1. Then it will again go for the loop and will check, because right now the value is incremented by 1. So if we check this value, so it is 2, which is lesser than 5, so it will again print this value. Then again it will iterate, again it will check. So one by one it will check the values, and once it become 4, it will go display. Now this value become 5, and that's why it goes to the end for, and directly program came out of the logic or loop. So that's how we can use this for opcode, and that's how the for opcode works. So main thing we need to take care about is the syntax. You have to write this syntax for, which is opcode. Then you have to take one variable. On the basis of that variable, it will iterate the loop, which will start here. You have to put the starting value, which is 1, 2. Then after 2 you have to write the maximum value, like how many times it will iterate. So it will iterate till the count value become 5. Okay, so it will start from 1 to 5. It will one start from 1 and move one by one to till it become 5. And after by you have to put 1. So 1 means it will go one by one, and then we are just displaying it and end for. So this is how we use the for loop. If you want to change this increment by some other value, let's say we make it as 2. So what it will do, it will increment the value by 2. So let's see how the output become now. So it is 1, then it print 5, and then it print sorry, 1, then 3, then 5, because it is now taking um, increment by 2. So here whatever the value you specify, it will take that much of increment. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this session. In the upcoming session we will learn few more things. So thank you for watching Texture Myth.